The boy was standing on the bridge, lost in thought, when suddenly a girl fell from the sky. Without hesitation, he lunged forward to catch her, only for both of them to fall into the river. Moments earlier, the girl, Annie, was sitting on a train when the window next to her suddenly shattered. Horrifying, monstrous creatures clung to the glass, causing panic among the passengers, who rushed to escape. But Annie remained calm, sitting in her seat, waiting for the chaos to subside. She then moved to the aisle, pulled out a talisman, and recited an incantation. As she threw the talisman into the air, a door opened, separating reality from the filth. The filth rushed toward her, and Annie put on her mask, preparing for battle. While she was engaged in killing the filth that surged toward her, one of the creatures, growing larger by devouring its kind, had grown to a massive 10-meter tall owl-like figure. It charged at her, and Annie had no choice but to leap off a cliff to avoid being crushed. With this enormous creature looming over her, she drew a protective talisman, only to have the filth snatch her away before she could use it. After some time in flight, Annie used another talisman to enhance her strength, easily breaking free from the creature's grip. She then used a fire talisman, propelled herself off a floating boulder, and, with the added power, delivered a devastating blow, destroying the creature. However, she had expended all her energy and was plummeting to the ground, only to be caught by Jack, who was standing on the bridge, troubled by his thoughts. Both of them fell into the water but were unscathed. Annie, without saying a word, pulled out a map and asked Jack for directions. Jack, thinking to help, noticed the map was outdated by years, and after wandering around for a while, they ended up lost. Annie began to suspect that Jack might not be a local. Just as Jack was pondering this, Annie pointed to a food stall. Jack suggested they buy something if she was hungry, but Annie revealed she was broke. Jack was speechless. Not only had he saved her, but now he had to pay for her meal. He just wanted to go home. Meeting Annie seemed like the worst luck. After eating, Annie was in high spirits, when suddenly two kids passed by them. The sky darkened, and eerie laughter echoed through the air. Both immediately went on alert, but the filth didn't show up. When Annie turned around, the two kids had disappeared.